Hey, I saw a number. Hey, Reba, how are you? I'm unfortunately probably going to cross over with Jess again, but I got to get this done or I'm not going to do it today. Hi, Kevin. We are out here on our Monday morning or Monday afternoon on East Coast where I'm at. This is the stream in front of our house in North Georgia. And every Monday we talk about some ways to shift your mood, to take control of your mood and shift that over. I'm doing okay. I'm mentally fine. Physically, I feel like I'm getting a little something, so we'll talk about how I'm going to handle that with the oils. But my mood's okay, so that's always nice. Let me turn this around. If I don't turn it around quickly, then for some reason I can't turn it around later. Hello, hi. Come on into my house out here in the woods. There's what's behind me. This stream is about 100 yards or so in front of our house. There's a little edge of an old cabin behind me there. That's going to eventually be my office and studio. I'm an artist too, a portrait artist, but that's not what we're talking about today. For people on Periscope, I wanted to recommend this portable power pack. They come in different sizes from Verizon, and I'm finding it useful because of how badly Periscope drains your battery. So, quick shout out for the Desire Map Workshop. Phone. So, the oils I wanted to talk to you about today. Oh, the Desire Map process. I'm a little fuzzy. I feel like I'm getting a little cold. Because one of the twins was sick. I have twin granddaughters. One was sick over the weekend, and I feel like I might catch that, so I'm going to head it off the pass. We'll talk about that. But the desire mapping process is recognizing, having daily practice. Yes, there it is. Ooh, look how big my hand looks. AskWebEvie.tumblr.com. Evie is our Periscope Dear Abby. We have to think up a name. She's our Periscope Dear Evie. Any kind of question, technical questions, relationship questions. I think she can answer anything. If she can't answer it, she'll find you where you can get it answered. So you won't be left hanging with her. Yep. So when you have a daily practice and you know how you feel on a day-to-day basis, you see that your moods go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, but you take control of that process. And we always go over a little tool that you can use. A couple of weeks ago, we did a God box or a spirit box where you write your worries down, you throw them in a box and just let the universe handle it. We've talked about reading inspirational books. And on that note, I wanted to talk to you about, we'll start with our oils. Today, I'm going to read you this little thing from Comfortable with Uncertainty by Pema Chodron. Excellent book. Getting comfortable with uncertainty will help you a lot in your life, because our biggest shock comes when we're reminded we're not in control of a damn thing. And the oils require patience. Too many times people come into using essential oils and they expect it to work like a like a Vicodin or a penicillin or something, whatever, something traditional medicine, something allopathic, and it doesn't work that fast. It works cumulative. Same as daily practice meditation. Periscope's wonderful for that because all day long you can find somebody you resonate with who can talk to you about staying in touch with yourself and staying aware. Hey there, Christy. Jess Carlson is one, obviously. Sarah Ballard. There's plenty of people out there. There's always somebody for everybody, so surf around that. So the point is, staying in touch with your emotions means when you fall off center, when you get away from your core desired feeling, if you've done the desire map process, you're conscious and aware through the day more often, so you can pick a tool and shift yourself. So patience. Oils take patience too. It's cumulative. Hey there, everybody. The more you practice, the easier it gets. You wouldn't expect to be Rhonda, do nothing bitch gal. Like you wouldn't throw yourself in the cage and fight someone without training first. And you train every day, so that when you're in a fight for your mood or your perceptions or your emotions or whatever, you're prepared and you can handle it. So apply patience to these processes of meditation and essential oils. The Power of Patience, and again, for those who just hopped in, this is the book, Comfortable with Uncertainty. The Power of Patience is an antidote to anger, a way to learn to love and care for whatever we meet on our path. And by patience, we don't mean grin and bear it. We don't mean tolerate pain. In any situation, instead of reacting like out of a knee-jerk reaction, instead you open yourselves, you say yes to the situation, you don't fight the reality, and you say, okay, what's happening here? What do I need to hear? What do I need to see? Our instant desire is to jump in, to push against and fight reality, and we always lose doing that. So let's practice getting rid of that. One of the ways to practice patience is meditation. Tonglen, she's talking about. When we want to make a sudden move, when we start to run, when we feel that we have to have an answer now, when someone yells at us and we feel immediately insulted and we buy into that story and we just keep grinding on it. We chew on it like a dog chews on a bone. Someone hurts our feelings or insults us and we just we grind and grind and grind for days. That's not helpful. That's not helping you. So what we can do instead is breathe. We can breathe in. We can breathe out. We can say yes to what's happening. We can acknowledge that we've been hurt, and we don't have to attach a story to it. Someone says that I'm a terrible person. If there's a part of me that believes that, even a little, it's going to hook me a little more. If it's someone I love that says that, it's going to hook me even a little bit more. So staying conscious and breathing through the pain instead of rejecting the pain. The more we fight about it, the more we argue in our heads. Well, that bitch, or whatever we get into, we argue, we go circle in our heads. That just keeps it going. If instead we acknowledge, that's the hurt. That really, really hurt. And whether it's true or not, it hurt. It stung. So you sit with that stung. You sit with that pain, and you just breathe into it, and you treat yourself with the same compassion you would treat a loved friend or a family member or a child. You treat yourself with that same compassion by being patient. Relax with the restlessness of our energy, the energy of anger, boredom, and excitement. Patience takes courage, and that is definitely true. It is not an ideal state of calm. It's not happy peace, puppies, kittens. It is being aware of what's going on. So if you're practicing patience and you're staying conscious of your feelings, it's not always going to be fun. It's not always going to be like hip, yippee, skippy, or whatever. Sometimes it's going to be really painful, and it takes guts to sit with that pain and time and patience. So that has to do with the oil we're going to talk about, which is white angelica. If you have questions about specific oils or conditions, I'm always available to you. Just give me a DM on Twitter. Today I'm talking about white angelica. It is a highly spiritual oil, which is spiritual and emotional applications of oils are my greater interest. And we're going to talk about physical too because I'm not feeling very good today, but white angelica angels is powerful. I don't know if I'm getting more sensitive to these oils, but I'm starting to feel them working on me. White angelica is 11 or 10 precious oils, so it is a precious price. So a lot of times with the more precious bottles that I have to sometimes, budget for, even at the wholesale price, I just smell or barely touch it to the end of my nose. You just can smell these. Like the true start of aromatherapy was just scent. You don't have to wear them, which means this bottle will last for years. I have bottles that have been open literally for years, and they never go rancid because they're so pure. So white angelica is for emotional cleansing. It may help increase the aura around the body, bringing a sense of strength and protection. So something I read once before said you use other oils to heal trauma, childhood trauma, or traumatic incidents or whatever. And then white angelica is like the comfy blanket after the storm. It's the angelic presence of everything's going to be okay, you're okay, you made it. It's the calm after the storm, I guess, is the best way I can think of it. And what I'm reading to you from is this reference guide for essential oils. There's lots of books out there. This is just the one I like the best. So there's bergamot, geranium, myrrh. Myrrh is ancient. That's listed in the Bible. It was given by the Lord to Moses in Exodus 30:22 through 27. It says it promotes spiritual awareness. Sandalwood's huge. Now in this blend, it has Hawaiian sandalwood because, and sandalwood's actually sold out and stays sold out because it's precious. It's hard to get. Rosewood, lang-lang, spruce, hyssop. No, I never know if I'm saying that right. It's HYSSOP. Melissa, also highly valuable oil, and then rose. The highest frequency, measurable electric frequency of any oil is rose, and rose is the oil of saints and angels. And I don't know if you've heard stories about people saying, I felt, someone has passed on or died already, and then they feel them around them and they smell roses. I haven't experienced that, but I've heard people smelling roses when an angel is near them, or a loved one, or a guide, or whatever. So there's a little touch of rose in there. So you can see that this is a powerful oil, and this is one I probably will just smell. I have diffused it, but I put like 2 drops in there and then I smudge myself with the diffuser. So that's your spiritual emotional oil today, and these can be used when you're feeling funky or when you don't feel good and you're journaling or processing emotion. You can use these oils for support and achieving breakthroughs. The physical oil I want to talk to you about today is thieves oil. The history on this is that this blend of oils was used by robbers and thieves during the highest point of the bubonic plague, and that's how they were able to rob so many homes and not end up sick. And at first I was like, yeah, that's a cute little legend or whatever. Maybe it sells more oil. I don't know. But what I've learned since then, the most recent research about the plague, is that they believe it was respiratory. If it was a respiratory transmission, then wearing these oils with a cloth over their face, which is what they said they did, actually kind of makes sense. It actually makes sense. So thieves comes in a bottle, highly concentrated, and then it comes in a slightly less concentrated spray. And I use the spray a lot when I'm feeling sick. So I feel like I'm coming down with something. I don't feel very good. I'm tired. I just have that. I feel like I'm coming down with something feeling. So Thieves Spray has, I'm going to read to you what it's got in it. It has clove and lemon and cinnamon bark, which is super strong, eucalyptus and rosemary. And I believe it's the same for the bottle. This is a brand new bottle, so I'm not going to pop that open. So let me just get over here to the book. Now, Thieves is the one I started very first oil with because my mom would send it to me. You can put it on the bottom of your feet. I do use Valor. I have used Valor a lot. And actually, the book I was reading this morning said to use Valor for healing and then use White Angelica after it. So Valor brings balance to the physical body, and white angelica then brings balance to the mental, emotional, spiritual body. So using the two together, Valor is very powerful. And now I don't know if you know, but they have a Valor 2 blend, which is also powerful. To me, it still smells the same. Some people say it smells a little different, but it still smells the same to me. So I drug out my Thieves today. Oh, anyway, so my mom was always giving me Thieves, and I didn't really believe that it worked because I'm super skeptical about alternative healing stuff until I try it for myself, until I check how it feels with me. I go with my gut. So Thieves has, like I said, clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, radiata, there's different kinds, and rosemary. It's highly supportive to the immune system. If I catch it in time, like today when I know that Ashlyn was sick, and I spent all day with her little sicky self, and today woke up like, oh shit, I feel like it's happening to me. So I spray this in the air. Some people spray this in their mouth. That's disgusting. So people do it and they swear it works. My mom does it, my aunt does it. I know a bunch of YoungLiving people that do it, but I think that's really just nasty. Yeah, so I put this straight on my bottoms of my feet. It's hot oil. The clove and eucalyptus can burn your skin. So on the bottoms of my feet, it doesn't irritate me. But this is one, if you were here for the coconut oil day, this is one you want to dilute with some vegetable oil. And it can even be like Crisco, just something that you have on hand that's going to dilute this down a little bit. It's just as effective. You really need like a couple of drops. I put one drop on my fingers and put that, so one drop on the bottoms of both my feet. If I do it 2 or 3 times a day and catch it in time, it typically will not get whatever I'm getting. If I do get it, if I don't catch it in time, for me, it shortens it to a day or 2. So Thieves is like one of the most popular oils, and it does come in the starter kit because it's like one you want to have around. There's cleaning products, there's toothpaste with it. If you were only going to invest in one YoungLiving oil, Thieves would be the one that I would recommend because you can get the most use out of it and you can prove it to yourself. I feel like Thieves helps you if you're thinking essential oils are kind of like snake oil or just ridiculous. Using Thieves will make you a believer and then an addict and then you're sunk because you're like hooked on them, but it's a good kind of addiction. That's that. Any questions on those oils? So the mood shifting tool for today is a gratitude blast. You'll hear it called Rampage of Appreciation from the Abraham Hicks materials. Appreciation Storm. And there's tons of things you can call it, but it really is a powerful tool, and it's often overlooked because it's so simple. It's a simple little process that makes a huge difference when you're feeling shitty or mad or grumpy or whatever. Super grumpy earlier today for me because I don't feel good. So the gratitude blast is gratitude blast. Try and go for 100. Challenge yourself to get to 100 things to be grateful for. My friend Jenna and I did that for I think 30 days. I think we did a 30-day challenge of 100 things to be grateful for. And when you have to do 100 things every day, different things, you've got to really get nitpicky on what you're grateful for, because coming up with 100 things every day is tough. So that means being grateful for toilet paper and being grateful for dish soap. I'm super grateful to have a dishwasher. When we moved into this house, it didn't have a dishwasher, and so we ordered one, and my husband fortunately has those kinds of skills. He's the kind of guy you want with you during the zombie apocalypse, because he can MacGyver things really well. So he put the dishwasher in, so I'm super grateful for that. I'm super grateful for the little pod things now that you can throw in dishwashers, because I hate the smell of dishwashing powder. Strong chemical smells make me a little sick. So see if you can do that. 100 things to be grateful for. Give yourself a gratitude blast and show yourself, demonstrate yourself. Best if you can do it on paper, writing down 100 things on paper. Then you visually see that what you have going for you is a lot more than what is going wrong at the time. And that will shift your mood in a big, big way. If you do that on a regular basis, it changed my life. And Jenna and I did it. I'm sure it was for a month. We sat down every day after work because our work sucked. We were working in a halfway house, and I was a drug and addiction and mental health trauma therapist at that halfway house. It was a hard job. So, and getting specific 100 things grateful every day, I mean, if you try it, you'll be amazed at how good you feel. So even like tiny, like I just said, like tiny things like toilet paper, but tiny little things like my cats all have different personalities, and there's a little spot behind their ears, and my dogs, when I had dogs too, there's a little